Well, happy Monday, everyone. I hope you had a great weekend. Oh, first of all, I want to give a very loud shout out to my brother Tim. It's his birthday today, August the 25th, and I would tell you what year it was, but I don't have any idea. I don't know how old he is. I know he's younger than me. As hard as he tries, Tim is like an overachiever, and very competitive. Always wants to be the best. Always wants to be in front. Always wants to be first. And he's tried for many, many years to be as old as I am, but he hasn't been. He can't be. He'll never make it. He'll never get to be as old as I am, as hard as he tries. So, Tim, just kind of relax. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your birthday. I hope you have lots of fun and great celebrations. Okay, this is Coffee with Wes, and as you can see, it's a Monday. It's Monday, August the 25th, 2025, and because it's a Monday, I got the big cup out. We need the big cup of coffee, so let's all join together and take a sip. Oh, that's good. That's just what we need on a Monday morning, right? Just to get our week started. My name is Wes, and I serve as the pastor of the First Baptist Church of Cutler. So come on in, have a seat. Let's go ahead and get started. So for a few weeks now, we've been focusing on good character traits for followers of Jesus. As followers of Jesus, these are the kinds of character traits that we need to model, we need to have a part of our life, that we need to express to others, because we're called to be like Jesus, right? And we've talked about godliness, we've talked about humility, we've talked about contentment. Last week we were talking about generosity. All of those character traits are so important for a follower of Jesus. Well, this week we're going to conclude that discussion with the character trait of integrity. And we're going to spend the week looking at 1 Peter chapter 3, verses 8 through 17. So, get your Bible out, get it ready. We'll read a couple of verses each day, but we're going to cover this passage this week. Peter, in this passage that we're going to look at, Peter calls believers to live consistently with the character of Jesus, regardless of circumstances. So, in other words, we're to, have the character trait of godliness, humility, generosity, contentment, all of those things, regardless of our circumstances. That's a tough sell. Peter reminds us to remain gentle, to be humble, to be faithful, especially when we're challenged or when we are mistreated. Yikes. So difficult. But we're going to take a look at that this week and at that this morning. But first, again, it's Monday. The big idea of our time together today is this: live in harmony with others, showing compassion and humility as a reflection of Jesus. That's a big idea, right? I mean, to live in harmony with others, that's check that box off. Showing compassion and humility, check those two boxes off, and do it as a reflection of Jesus. In other words, that we reflect Jesus in the way that we act and live. 1 Peter 3:8. Let's take a look. Finally, all of you should be of one mind, sympathize with each other, love each other as brothers and sisters, be tender-hearted, and keep a humble attitude. So Peter here is addressing the Christian community, and he's urging them to be of one mind, meaning that they are to be unified in spirit, that they are to be unified in purpose. Compassion, love, humility, and empathy are all hallmarks of Christ-likeness, of being like Jesus, especially in a church body that may experience internal and external trials. In the church body, and think about this at your church, in the church body, we have all different kinds of people with all different kinds of backgrounds and all different kinds of traits and all of that. And what should mark us in fellowshipping with one another is compassion, is love, is humility, is empathy. All of those things, because we face all of these trials. And so the application is, we need to ask God, ask the Lord to help us see others as God sees them. I know how I see them. You know how you see them. But how does God see them? And be quick to listen. Be slow to speak. And here's this: be ready to forgive. Look for ways to encourage unity and to show empathy in your church, in your family, or in your workplace today. The big challenge for today, for this Monday, is to speak a word of encouragement to someone you've disagreed with recently. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. To the individual that, won't talk to me, the individual that won't be in the same room with me, that goes to the same church that I go to, I'm going to, and I have been, speaking words of kindness and encouragement to that person. And hopefully that the Lord will take that and work in that man's heart and bring him to the realization that as a follower of Jesus, we are all to live in unity, and that we are to have to fellowship together, because it is our testimony to the world. You see, unity and compassion are not optional. They are essential if we are to reflect Jesus to a watching world. Folks, you all have a great day. Have a great week this week. Get it off to a good start. The weather's just turned out blessed today, this day. We're going to have a great weekend. It's going to feel good. Hope to see you again soon, and bye for now.